Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, voice girl, and welcome once again to another edition of the Man Space Podcast. Now, this is the voice of Russ, and with me, as always, wondering what's going on, is the one and only Big Less.
Woo! What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Oh man, just trying to, survive every day in this wonderful, wonderful world we're in.
Brother, we are not a political show.
No, we are not. However,
we make our comments every now and then, but we typically stay out of politics. It's not our realm. We don't want to talk about it.
That's right.
We want to be a distraction away from all the BS for the Man Space Nation.
Yeah.
But dog, Elon Musk, are you seeing this foolishness that Elon Musk is pulling?
Elon is an idiot.
I'm like, how is he not sitting beside Diddy in a jail cell right now?
I'm
like,
seriously,
this is straight up bribery.
Mm-hmm.
How have the feds not raided his? Because I don't care if it's a joke or not, or whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
For him to even come out and say some mess like this.
Yes.
Because you got people that sitting there thinking like, well, it is $1 million.
It is. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? And people are foolish enough to do it.
Yes.
Look at all the other lies that are being spread and the foolishness that's going on. And people are believing it.
If someone will actually drink bleach to get rid of COVID, then you know that somebody's going to go for this crap.
Bruh. And that came from my favorite new term, the mango Mussolini.
The mango Mussolini.
Yes.
I like that.
That, bruh, when I heard it, I said, I have to tell my brother this one.
Yes, I like that one.
Because he would get a kick out of it just like I did.
I like that one.
Yes, I stole it. I have no credits to that. I heard it on TikTok, and it was a gentleman.
Well, whoever said it, applause. Applause to you. That was well done.
Very well done. I mean, and he got a whole plethora of them. I'm gonna tell you. I
love when you pull out big words.
You like it? You like it? I got some common sense and I got some nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I try to use common sense more than the nonsense. However, I do live in the realm of nonsense as well sometimes.
Yes, I see.
But bro, I laughed so hard the first time I heard it. And I was like, oh, we always say the one who shall not be named.
Yeah. Or OMF.
OMF, right? Mm-hmm. But Mango Mussolini is just like, I gotta bite that.
Yeah.
I got
That's
to.
So good.
It's awesome.
Good.
It's awesome.
That is so good.
Yeah. So shout outs to you, the TikTok creator.
Yes.
That said that, and I cannot remember his name to save my life. But when I do, I'm going to put you. I'm going to say it on the show just because that's my new phrase. I love it. I love it.
Love it. Thumbs up, man.
Absolutely.
But anyway, I mean, okay. I'm gonna get off. But have you voted yet? Have you gone and done the early voting?
No, I haven't. I have not yet, but I will. Yeah.
I'm afraid to early vote this year. I've early voted the last couple of elections, but this time I'm afraid to do it, and it's mainly because of how a lot of people early voted last time, and it was more of the mail-ins, right? They said you could mail in your ballots. We was during the COVID. Yeah, they didn't count. They threw them out. Lindsey Graham had it deemed that these were illegal after all these people. Thousands of votes were already cast and had them thrown out.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid to early vote.
Because there'll be some tomfoolery.
Yeah. Then they made it here where, last time they had like the radio station out there. It was hot. People
passing out water. Yeah. and they made it illegal to do that.
Yeah, you can't do any of that now.
Yeah, Georgia too, I think it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, and I don't understand how that made sense at all.
Right. It doesn't
Why
make
would
any
you
sense.
do that? Why?
It doesn't make any sense. If you can have somebody while you're early voting, people are standing there campaigning for your votes while
Exactly.
you're standing in line to early vote.
Exactly.
And it's local elections, right?
Mhm,
But they're walking up, hey, I'm for District 2. I'm
mm,
District 4. What district are you in? Oh, okay, well, I'm
mhm,
running for your district representative. You got people standing in line campaigning for your vote while you're doing this,
mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yet you can't hand out water, you can't hand out
Mhm.
food, you
Right.
know? I
Which
mean that
which makes no sense to me.
right.
Why you wouldn't be trying to take care of people that are doing their civic duty
Yeah.
by voting,
My
right?
mom said that she was not going to early vote anymore. She signed up for absentee because
Mm,
she's like, my knees won't allow me to stand in those lines anymore.
mm, mm,
So
mm.
she does absentee ballots, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and I'm sure that there's a bunch of elderly who do absentee ballots now.
Absentee, absolutely.
Right, just
Yeah,
because of that. But yet you make it to the point where they are fearful of even going out here to vote now?
yeah. Because look at all the trouble that happened with that in North Carolina
Yeah,
with the guy,
yeah,
changing the votes and stuff.
right,
You know,
right.
it's gotten ridiculous.
Mhm.
We want to say things are fair and all of that good jazz, but man, sometimes you look at stuff and you're just like, how is this fair? How are you? You're changing voting districts. You're changing the lines. You're changing how people can vote. You're changing the stupid stuff of people being comfortable to vote. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And the lies about just all the lies. The lies is what bother me the most.
Right.
That's what bothers me the most. And a lot of people don't understand. My wife and I were talking about the Roe Roe versus Wade.
Roe versus Wade, yes.
Yeah, and why the abortion ban is so important. Why is that such a big topic? It's not about the next Einstein or the next Elon
Mhm.
Musk or any of that. It's about money. The more people that are US citizens that get a social security number, the more taxes means the more loans that the government can take based off of the amount of people that they have. It's the straw man, right?
It's that, but it's also the evangelical Christians that have become a good portion of the Republican base.
Yeah.
Who and so the politicians want to appeal to this base that want so they
Mhm.
can stay in power. So they
Yeah.
won't they don't believe any of this stuff, but they're just going for it because that's what's keeping them elected.
And that's the crazy part, right? They just going, they're saying we have someone here in the state of North Carolina.
Oh my God.
I, that's endorsed by the Mango Mussolini.
Yes. Hmm.
They said he said abortion is because you wouldn't keep your skirt down.
Yes. Yeah.
I
I
I want to punch that man in the face so bad.
Mango Mussolini is supposedly distancing himself from him
Yeah, well, yeah, because now he
now,
done got busted about the
right?
daycare center, the porn, the
Right?
the the nickname that he gave himself,
Right?
of a monstrous person from Germany.
Right?
I'm just like, come on, man, come. Where do these people come from?
Right?
What, and what makes you? Let me stop.
Yeah.
My blood pressure's going up because I
Yeah.
just don't understand why you would even vote for people like that. You know, I don't
Right.
get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But to each his own. Unfortunately, these are the things that we fought for when we were in the military.
Yep.
The right to choose, the right to free
Yep.
speech. We
Yep.
defended that. And now we have to sit back and watch. what became of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but man, I hope this is a prosperous election, and I don't wish another January 6th. You know,
Mm.
I don't want that at all.
Right.
You know, as much as I'm against police brutality, I'm against brutality on people.
Yeah.
You know, these people are just trying to do their jobs,
Right.
and they don't get paid enough to do hand-to-hand combat with their
Right.
neighbor. You know,
Yeah.
so
You're right about that. They definitely don't get paid enough for all this malarkey.
no,
You know.
not at all, man. But I'm going to tell you something.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead. You had something? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I did. I tried something today.
Uh-oh.
I did.
Do I need to do a food alert, or is it?
You need to do a food alert. You need to do a food alert.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes.
Food alert. Food alert. The Ministries podcast is talking about food again. Food alert. Food alert.
So, this is new and different, right? I'm talking about a food.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I'm bringing up the
Excited.
food alert today.
I'm excited. Yes.
Oh, my God. Don't get too excited. It's very much so bland. However, I've been, of course, been on TikTok, right?
Okay. Yes.
And I've been deep diving. It's had me in the chokehold for the last week, right? So I saw something on there of a place that I don't go to anymore. I might want to try that. And it was the McDonald's Big Mac chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So today, my wife says, let's go to McDonald's. I was like, well, I wanted to try that sandwich anyway. Right? So we go to McDonald's, order food. First mistake, I didn't check it. First mistake.
All right.
First mistake. Get all the way home, right? McDonald's is about 15 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes away. Get home. Of course, the food is cold.
Of course. All right.
Right? Because it's made to eat like immediately.
Right.
Anyway, I unwrap my chicken Big Mac. So I inspect it. And it had 2 pieces of chicken.
All right.
The Mac sauce only on the bottom, not on the top.
Okay. All right.
Cheese only on the bottom, not on the top.
Okay.
And too much lettuce. But anyway,
Okay.
I said I'm going to go for it. Right?
Oh.
I took the
This
first
is sounding
bite.
so dramatic.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
took,
like, is this a horror episode?
I took the first bite.
Mhm.
And normally you could tell if you're going to do it or not on the first bite. I couldn't tell. It was very middle of the road. I don't know. So I flipped it all the way around and got to the cheese where the cheese was oozing out and the sauce. Took a bite there. And I was like, I wasted my damn money.
Really?
Was nothing more than a Big Mac with just those 2. I thought they would have changed the sauce or something.
No, it's the same. Everything is the same.
It's not great.
Chicken instead of beef.
It's not great.
Everybody I've heard try, even Mrs. Russ tried it. And she said it was good. She said it was better than a regular Big Mac.
Absolutely not.
I don't know when the last time I've had a Big Mac.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I know for me, it's been more than 10 years.
Yeah, I don't eat Big Macs, period. Since I worked there in the 90s, 80s, when I worked at McDonald's, and I still wanted a quarter pounder with cheese. I prefer, actually, the Big and Tasty is what I like. When it had the 2 separate pieces and the meat and cheese and bread on this side and all the vegetables on the other side. And you had to actually That's what I call the burger. So you almost got me, Big Tasty. Ain't that off the like Wonder Years or something like that, my man?
That's
friend
Goldberg's.
Goldberg's, yeah. His friend was
Goldberg's.
named the Big Tasty.
Yeah, that's the brother, Big
Yeah,
Tasty. That's
Big
his rap
Tasty.
name.
Yeah. But they had an actual burger back in the day, I think, called Big Tasty.
Right. Yeah.
And that's one I liked. It was just a quarter pounder with cheese with lettuce and all of that good jazz on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
now that's the QPC Deluxe.
Yeah. I will never order another one. Not
really?
Good to me. Yeah, nah. No. Mm-mm. I'd rather just order 2 chicken sandwiches and smash them together. You know, it would be better than that because to me that little golden bun that they have on the chicken is better than that bun for the other. But you know, that's my personal. Yeah, that's my personal. I guess you're gonna have to get extra sauce and extra cheese and spend like $5 more,
right?
Because you need extra sauce and extra cheese on it to make it ooey gooey good sandwich. I will never order it again. It was absolutely horrible.
Wow.
To me.
Wow. I'm disappointed. I probably would not get it. And normally, you know, when we're on road trips is usually when we would do fast food like that.
Yeah.
But I typically won't eat something that heavy, especially depending on how far we are away from home.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You see, I said I came back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because 20 minutes is a long time.
That is a long time
for Mr. Bubbles to show up.
That is a long time. So, speaking of Mr. Bubbles, here we go. You know, I love it. Ever since Dr. Jean mentioned how we play off of each other,
it's now extremely noticeable, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's noticeable to us. Before it wasn't noticeable.
That noticeable? But yeah.
Yeah.
So I've gotten into this kick now wearing suspenders, and I actually just took them off because I put them in my suitcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten into this kick for wearing suspenders now.
Really?
I love them. I have this set that they hook onto your belt loops, right? To keep your pants up. Instead of clipping on or having the little buttons on the pants, they just hook right onto the belt loops.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing. Love it, right? No adjusting. It's got a little hook in the back that you can tighten it a little more. But other than that, you just put them on, no adjusting, no nothing. You can't tell. It's like not bulky, beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. But you can't have the bubbles when you got suspenders on.
Bro, I'm telling you. So you know, did you see my mind just going? Because I'm like, I ain't wearing them because how I'm gonna get them off?
Right. I normally wear my shirts untucked, right?
Right.
So with me wearing my shirts untucked, when I wear suspenders, I wear it under my shirt. So I come in and I'm coming in hot. Yeah. And I can't get out my clothes. Because I'm so used to not just grabbing my pants and just pushing them down.
Dropping them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even have to unfasten my belt. I just push them down and it go. Right.
Yeah.
But I got tired of that. You know, wife got tired. You know, wife would make all these jokes around seeing my butt crack all the time. Right? and we were walking into the store and this guy gets out his car and all you see is butt crack. And wife's like, don't say nothing, right?
Right.
So after that, I ordered suspenders, right? And so I've been doing the suspender game. But it's like, bruh, when you got seconds to play with,
suspenders ain't the
they
word.
Ain't the one. Dog, I'm about to go straight Hulk Hogan and just just come right out the shirt so I can get
Hey, that was the first thought of my brain too. I was like, well, Mr. Bubbles come, you ain't got that much time to be unfastening nothing.
No,
those are mandatory seconds that you need. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Oh, bro, nah. I've been too close too many times to add on something else. Been too close too many times. And the bad part about it is, the older you get, the more you're gonna have close close moments. Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna have close encounters the older you get.
Yeah.
You know, I don't look forward to those.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I almost got twice in one day. I ate it. I ate, bruh. I'm trying to eat healthy, right?
Yeah.
So I grilled some food. We're gonna make some squash and some
Right.
zucchinis.
Mhm.
You know, my wife made a nice casserole.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
We
yeah,
had
yeah.
some turnip greens with no
Mhm.
meat.
Oh,
No meat.
really? Not
Right.
even smoked turkey in there.
Nothing.
Wow.
Just the seasoning. It was pretty good. Hit the meat. Oh man, smashed. I'm like, this is good, right? Everything is great. 30 minutes. Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. This can't be. I didn't eat nothing bad.
Right.
You know, this is not.
It's all that roughage, though.
Bruh. By the time I got up and walked 10 feet,
Mhm.
Mr. Bubbles was like, yeah. I hadn't even hit the bathroom door. I was like, oh, Jesus. I'm about to fall through the door because I'm trying to get in the bathroom, right? Get in there. And Mr. Bubbles is, you know, when your stomach hurt and you got Mr. Bubbles, you kind of bend over, right? You kind of hunched over, you know, and you all tight. Because you try not to let nothing fall out of it, right? Well, as I bent over, I couldn't get to my belt buckle. You know, I was like, oh Jesus, you know, you can't get into nothing. So I had to make a decision. It was game time.
God.
I had to stand up. I had to sit straight up, get that belt loose. And boy, Mr. Bubbles made he made a furious run. But luckily,
God.
I was right there.
Oh my gosh.
And when I tell you, and this is horrible, man. We're talking about things like this on the show. But bro, on the way down, Bubbles was coming out.
Let's get a break.
Swear to God, Bubbles is a gangster.
We're going to break. We're going to break. Oh God, what a button. So, big bro, I can't with you right now. I can't even look at you right now. Oh man! So we are rapidly approaching the holiday season.
Yes, we are.
And you know, this is probably the most absolutely stressful time of the year.
Yeah, for a lot of people. Absolutely.
For a lot of men, especially men or single mothers in this case.
Yeah.
It's very stressful because you want to provide stuff for your kids, you know, things like that. So it's a very, very stressful time. Holiday time, you got to either try to travel to family, you got to, you know, you got to host family, you're doing all this other stuff, man. It's so extremely stressful. In my latest blog, I talk about holiday burnout. You know, where you
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. It's just absolutely exhausting, man.
Yeah. It's
So
a real thing.
I just want to talk about dealing with stress because, and mostly holiday stress, not just normal 9 to 5 stress. You know, because we as men, as we face a bunch of different things on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're going to focus this just on the holiday stress and trying to get through the holidays. And speaking of holidays, coming up this Christmas, the week of Christmas, Manspace Nation, it will be the best of the Manspace 2024 for Christmas and
Ooh,
New Year's. It'll be the best
yeah.
of the Manspace 2024 parts 1 and 2. So all the moments that you may have missed, all the moments you may want to relive, they're coming up Christmas week and New Year's week. So
Yeah.
now to dealing with holiday stress, for me, man, I went into the big box blue store the other day.
Yeah.
And I already saw Christmas decorations. I'm watching TV and I see coming up on this channel all your holiday classics every Friday.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
A new holiday? What? We
Holiday
haven't even
music.
even got to Halloween yet. And they're already starting.
Yep.
And I'm like, if I hear that bleeping Mariah Carey song, I want to grab whatever radio is and throw it out.
Oh my God.
I won't even play holiday music until the day of Christmas. And that's only because we got a house full of people.
Right.
I don't play it. I don't listen to it. Like I don't want to hear Jingle Bells. I don't want to hear Let It Snow. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. And it's not that I'm a Scrooge or anything like that. It's just that we've made it so commercialized to the point where I'm over it. I'm very burnt out with it, So as a whole, like, how do you end up dealing with holiday stress?
I crack jokes about it.
Yeah.
I talk a whole lot of trash and I
Mhm.
crack jokes about it. And basically it's just for me though, because don't nobody else think I'm funny when I'm cracking these jokes about, all this craziness that we got going on with, like you said, the early Christmas lights and the decorations already.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait. Why is your house blazing with LED lights already?
Right. I mean, there's houses in my neighborhood that didn't even take the Christmas decorations down from last year. They're,
Some people are they're about their life. That's what they
Right.
like to do. My daughter likes to decorate for every holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm cool with that because she decorates and she takes it down.
Right.
And it goes,
But she's got kids though, right?
Yeah, she's got baby.
Yeah. So when you have young kids, it is about the kids, right?
Absolutely.
So I can see doing that. Like, early on with little Russ, I did that. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did put up some stuff, right?
You did just enough to say, I did it.
Yes.
Same here. Put them icicle lights around the gutters.
Right. Yeah.
I was done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, if you want a snowman, go build one. I ain't got nothing to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not putting lights up outside the house. I did that at Mama Russ's house, me and my dad out there, and there was a wasp nest on the side of the house, and I had to take a jump off of a ladder because a wasp got up in my face. I don't go up on there to do that no more, so I refuse. But
I'm gonna have next year. I'm probably gonna have these LED Eve lights put in. So instead of the landscape lighting coming from the ground, I'll have the lights in the eaves to point down, and you can skip 3 and light one up on the corners and all this stuff. But they're also like 18 different colors. So there's my Christmas lights forever.
Got you.
Yeah.
I hope Mrs. Russ don't hear this episode because that will be me going to get some of those. Thanks, Les. I appreciate that.
Sorry, they're no longer on sale, and they're on back order due to the tariffs for the mango Mussolini is going to put on China products or products from Taiwan. They will go up 200%. And
absolutely, there we go.
Yeah,
Good
because
look, good looking out, friend.
hey, no problem, my guy.
But so here's one of the things that I wrote about in
Sure.
my blog. It's prioritizing what actually matters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things to help you from getting overwhelmed and dealing with the holiday stress is that you have to look and figure out what is the most important things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, especially if you're trying to host, you're dealing with making sure the house is clean, making sure the house is perfect. You have your decorations, you got to have all the food and everything else. You got to have everything, everything's got to be perfect, right?
Yeah.
When you're hosting.
I
But
yeah.
it's like when you get down to it, it's like, does anybody really care? What's the most important thing? They got a place to lay their head, and they got food.
Food to eat. Yep.
Yeah.
And the bathroom is clean.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. The rest of it,
The rest of
ain't nobody
it,
paying no attention. They
nobody's
don't care
paying
if you ain't got
attention.
enough. They don't care if you got enough seating for everybody. They'll find somewhere to sit or
They will
stand and
find.
eat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've hosted enough
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving parties,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of now. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I've hosted enough. But I'll tell you what people don't really pay attention to as guests, how much this thing cost.
Yeah.
It is an enormous amount of money to
Mm-hmm.
put on a production for your family for Thanksgiving.
It is.
It's an
It is.
enormous, it's enormous. And the stress of that alone
Right.
can
Because
drive people crazy.
I mean, if you just look at it, doing a turkey.
Right.
If you don't catch a turkey on sale, you probably dropping $30 to $40, depending on how many people you're spending.
Yeah.
Then if you're gonna fry a turkey,
$40-$50 for grease.
Right. Then you got to get a propane tank because you
Another
can't sit there and
$30.
use right. You can't use the one you've been using already. You got to go get you a new one because God forbid that it runs out on you in the middle of while you're cooking, because that's what happened to me last year. I burned out 2 of them in the middle because I was like, oh, I got plenty, and I had 2 propane tanks go out. So
I always refill all 3 of mine
mm,
before, and then I got a little slightly larger one inside the shed. So
yeah.
right when the winter comes in, I go get all of them filled. So just in case.
Really just trying to maximize the opportunity and set what's the most important things that need to be done, and realize that you're only one person. You don't have to do everything,
That's
and
true.
people will be just fine.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have to be everything to everybody at every time. So
Yeah.
it's setting boundaries, right, and sticking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're dealing with it, it's knowing your limits, and it's all right to say yes to things like, hey, can you host? Oh, you mind if we come up? Sure, yeah, that's fine. But don't stress yourself out over it, right?
Yeah.
It's all right to say no. Oh, hey, my house is full. Oh no, we're not gonna be here. No, we're not doing this. No, we're not gonna cook this year. It's all right to say no. I other than a toddler, no one has ever died from saying no. A toddler will make you think that they are at the inky blinky and life is about to end because you said no, but nobody else has ever died from the word no. So it's all right to say no to some people.
And sometimes you need to say no for your own sanity.
That's right. For your own sanity. It's all right to do that. Another thing is simplify. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do everything from scratch, man.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was the queen of. There's this show called Sandra Lee Semi Homemade that she used to
Mm-hmm.
love, and Sandra Lee would she would find shortcuts to everything, but doctor it in a way that it was homemade.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm familiar with her show.
Yeah. So Mama Russ used to teach me all those tricks, right?
Mhm.
And so that's how I used to cook, because that's everything was semi homemade. I had very rarely did stuff from scratch when I first started learning how to cook. Like, it wasn't until just recently, probably in the last 10, 15 years. I'm not even gonna say that long. I'll say in probably like the last 7 to 8 years, with me really getting into Instagram so much and
Yeah.
seeing all the cooks and recipes and seeing these recipes, I'm like, okay, that I started trying more and more things from scratch.
Right. Right.
But holiday time, because of the amount of stuff that you're cooking and the time frame, you don't have to do everything from scratch. It's all right to simplify the menu. You don't have to have 40 different side dishes. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't care if people take a to-go plate. You should have cooked something at your house before you came over here.
Hey, that's how I was taught.
Hey,
Cook before you go.
cook before you go.
Yep.
You don't have to take a to-go plate.
Right. Right. Even though I encourage people to take to-go plates, because I
Yeah.
don't want to continue to have all that food.
Yeah. Well, see, for us, we have 2 refrigerators, but my second refrigerator went out.
Mhm.
So we're down to 1. So there would not be a whole lot of extra food this year. So if you don't get it on the first or second go around, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah, I know
There's
that's
just
right.
nowhere to put it.
I know,
Because
bro. Tell me about it.
we would sit there, we would have a house full of people for Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
and we would have leftovers still for 4 days
Yeah,
because
same
we
here.
cooked so much. Yeah. So like, no, we're
Mhm.
not doing that this year.
Yeah, people would eat, take a plate, and then
Mhm.
the next day we open the house back up again
Mhm.
for everybody to come in and fix more plates
Yeah.
and take them home. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We've had people come take 4 or 5 carryouts
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah. Just simplify the menu. And you know what? And then even when it comes down to decorating, man, you don't have to put everything on the outside. I mean, just like you said, with your lights.
Yeah.
I mean, simplify. I see a lot of people were using those light projectors, the LED
Yeah.
projectors.
Yeah. Put them out in the
And
yard. Yep.
yeah, and it had it just the rotating Christmas lights or decorations
Mhm.
or something like that onto the house. A lot of people are using that instead of going through the whole hassle of trying to put lights up and all over the place. For the most part, for me, it was putting up a tree.
Yeah.
I put the tree up. I let little Russ, Mrs. Russ, let them decorate it. I walk away from it. Okay, it's cool. Y'all ready
Mhm.
to take it down? You take the decorations off. I'll take the tree down. We're good, right? I don't do a live tree anymore. The first year, I when little Russ was a baby, I tried to make that a tradition. Gonna get a real tree. Got a real tree. I lived in the county. The county doesn't take away trees. You can't
No.
sit them on the curb, right?
No.
So I was new to the area. I'd only been there a few months. I didn't know where to go.
Mhm.
Didn't have a GPS back then. So
Yep.
all I knew is that you had to go down the road to over here to go drop it off. There's wasn't there. I didn't know it was like another 5 blocks down the street from where I was, but I got to where they told me to go and it wasn't there. So
Right.
I had that tree until March,
Mm.
until I
See.
found an abandoned, not even abandoned. I found an abandoned area outside of a trailer park and just threw it out the back of my car one day and left it there.
See, I would have cut that joke up and put him in the trash can. That
I
that
very well could have. I
that would have
very well
been
could
me.
have. But yeah,
'Cause
that thing sat there and it kept the house all pine fresh
hey,
until March.
that's crazy.
But
I
I
ain't gonna
said I would
say,
never do one. I'll never do a
yeah.
live tree again. That was
Well,
it for me.
a few years ago, we spent the money and
Mhm.
bought a high dollar Christmas tree
Yeah.
on sale after Christmas.
Mhm.
One of the display models, and it was beautiful, and it's been beautiful ever since.
Mhm.
Because I'm not buying a real one, and I'm
Yeah.
done buying Christmas trees. But my wife now wants to put a Christmas tree in every window.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Better get those little Charlie Brown trees. See, that's what Mama Russ does. She since I've been gone from home, She got that little Charlie Brown tree with
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little ornament hanging over on it.
Yeah.
She puts that up in the center of the table. That's it. That's a Christmas tree.
Hey, bro, I got one better. I'm gonna commission my grandson to make a paper mache one. And we're just gonna hang that joker right in the window with one light. We out of there. We out of there.
I did one year. I actually, you know, they have it's a little metal rack that holds Christmas cards, but it's in the shape of a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Yeah, I set that up one year and put yeah, with Christmas cards all around in it. Yeah,
I think you took the cake because I ain't never done it. I went as far as buying a small tree, one like this.
Yeah.
And I cut it into a triangle.
Oh yeah, and then I went to the deli and got some sliced turkey from the.
Oh, you was real hood with that one, Charlie.
I was real hood with that.
Did you see the little Charlie Brown cartoon now? It's not a cartoon, it was a meme where you saw Charlie.
Yeah.
And he got invited to the cookout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I did see that one. Yeah.
I was like, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Are they gonna mix up the cartoon this year? And
I don't think so, but
and hurt so many feelings.
They definitely would. They definitely.
Oh my God, that would be the talk forever.
Franklin would be pissed.
I mean, absolutely.
Like, I've been on this show for years.
For years. Well, hell, Pigpen might as well be a part of the coalition as well, too. You know what I mean?
We ain't claiming him.
We're going to trade him in.
He's not part of the delegation. No, because in him and that blanket, he's not part of the delegation either. Hey, but if you guys,
I guess it's just Franklin.
Yeah, just Franklin. That's it. Chuck and Franklin. Just because they can call him Chuck, we'll take Chuck.
We mess with Chuck.
But if you want to read more on the blog, it is up on the manspacepodcast.com. And it's in Russ's Corner. And we're going to go to break and just go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. As we do each week, we like to close the show with just a little bit of inspiration. Manspace Nation, ask yourself, what are you worth? Better yet, how do you even measure that? As an entrepreneur, you put a price tag on your time, your effort, and your products. But are you yourself something that you put a price tag on? One thing I've learned over the years is self-worth is immeasurable. You're not defined by the applause of the crowd or likes on social media from strangers. The value of your worth is defined by the depth of your dreams and the fight within your spirit. You see, people will either try to build you up or tear you down. But if you know your worth, there is no one that can do that. Your worth is your shield of armor that defends you from attacks from all sides. So go look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, no, better yet, tell yourself what you are worth. Manspace Nation, embrace your self-worth and share that with the world.
I swear I learn something every time. That's priceless. See that? That's priceless.
That's priceless. Yeah, man. I've heard that about you. You are absolutely priceless, Les. And that's why you were my first pick to be a part of this show. I was like, of all the people I could be, I said, you know what? I want Les to be a part of this show. So, and here we are.
And
226 episodes later, we're still rolling.
That's what I'm talking about. And I wanted you to pick me. And I didn't know that that's what
Didn't
you were
even know.
doing.
Didn't even know that's what we're doing. But
yeah, I was being to
because
pick
you
me and
are priceless.
priceless.
Yes. I appreciate you doing this for free too.
That was priceless. Yeah.
There is no amount of money that can be put on this.
I take it as two old friends having a weekly conversation about our lives, our dislikes, and our likes.
Right now, I'm feeling that you don't like me too much right now.
Yeah, I'm really giving you the middle finger off camera. See over there? See, look this arm right here. Hold on. Watch this. I learned a new one too. It's like you do like this.
Yeah, reel it up.
Yeah. But it's over there because we're family friendly, right?
I appreciate that. You ever do the remote control one? Where you click the button? Yeah.
You click the button and it go.
Yeah.
Hey, click the button again. Let's see what happened.
Oh gosh. We have too much fun.
That one was bad. We might not want to click that button no more.
No. We're done with that. Manspace Nation. On that note,
we out of here.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Manspace.
Whichever platform you listen to us on, make sure you subscribe and don't miss a show.
Remember to keep up with all the Manspace updates on our website, themanspacepodcast.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram at ManspaceNat1.
Until next time, Manspace Nation, he's Les, I am Russ, and we are out
of here. Swear to God, Bubbles is a gangster.